The Wood Shop is sponsored by Robust Lathes, Easy Wood Tools, and ChefwareKits. Welcome back. This is the follow-up for the vacuum chuck video I did Friday, and if you haven't seen it yet, I'll put a link down below in the description. I did have a couple of questions about it though, and one of them was PSI. So I have a 60-gallon compressor, and it's 90 PSI is what they recommend, and I just run the line right to that. It's even the small like pancake compressors, they get up to 120, so you should be fine with that. And I had a couple of comments about stuff flying off of the vacuum chuck. So if you watch the video, you notice when I hooked up the little rock box, you could still hear air when that's stuck on, and it's because it's not getting a good seal, and I wouldn't turn the foot off. But when I stuck the sphere or the other little bowl up there, the air stopped, and it's just a nice tight seal, and I wouldn't worry about it. I haven't had anything fly off on it. And for something like this was pretty small, and it was just a small tenon. But if I was doing a bigger bowl, I'd put the bigger chuck on it with a bigger area on it. So just to be safe. And you can make your own vacuum chucks for specific projects. I've seen some really cool off-center vacuum chucks for spheres and things like that to put some neat designs on it. So make them out of PVC, and I'll try and find a link and put it down below in the description. If I can't, just search vacuum chucks on Google, and a couple of them will come up. So there's some really neat stuff you can do with off-center turning in the vacuum chuck as well. I had a couple of questions about the end of the video too, where I green turned the bowl, and that was why I packed it in the shavings, and it's to slow down the drying process and keep it from cracking. I've tried to dry wood in a lot of different ways, and I just seem to get the best success with that. Just pack it in the wet shavings. You can put it in a cardboard box, paper bag. I take it out every couple of weeks and rotate it around so that it doesn't mold on me. And drying time on that completely depends on the wood, the thick wall thickness, how thick you leave the wall, where you live, what time of year. So if it's a really thin one, it's going to dry a lot faster than a thicker bowl that you're doing in the winter or something like that, or for Oregon where it's wet all winter. Okay, and the tailstock, why I left the tailstock up. It was just a pretty big bowl, and I feel a little bit safer leaving that up and getting the majority of the material out before I pulled it away. If it was a smaller, a small bowl like that, I probably wouldn't have even messed with it. It would have been all right. And the other thing is, when you turn in green wood, keep checking your chuck. If you're using a self-centering chuck, keep checking that, because it's smashing the fibers, and you're in there hogging out a lot of material, and it's putting a lot of pressure on that. So check it every few minutes and give it a crank and make sure it's tight. Okay, and I only have one picture to share this week. Karen sent me this little, it's an oak burl box, and she sent me some of these a long time ago, and I saw the picture, so I started turning something on it the other day. So it's just neat wood. So thanks, Karen. She also does some really cool bottle stoppers with it. Very nice. I got some new stickers. I got one from Zac at Nevada Woodworks. I got one from Tablaft Woodworking, and Pete. It's Pete's Wonderful Works of Wood. So I'll put a link down below in the description to their channels too. So go check them out. And I'm going to be at SWAT in Waco, Texas this year. It's the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. If you're going to be attending, I would love to meet you. Stop by and say hi. I'll be in the vendor area at a couple of different booths, so it should be a lot of fun. And the last thing, Sterling Davis's pallet upcycle challenge is going on this month, so I'm really looking forward to seeing all the entries. And I have my pallet picked out, Sterling, but I don't know, I kind of feel like I'm already cheating, because it's the pallet that the Robust came on, so I'm already ahead there, right? Alright, if this is your first time here, I have a new project video every Friday. I hope to see you there, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. All right, take care.